All right, I already showed you how to do some working in typesetting here, using some working with type. There's one thing I want to show you really quickly. And do you remember when I clicked to create a text box, and when I typed, it typed up higher than it was. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to type something. Type the word baseline. I'm going to try to type it. And you'll notice that when I clicked on it, it typed right on that line. But when I clicked on it first, I didn't notice this when I was making this. This number was up at like 60 something. And so it went 64 points or pixels above that dot right there. And so that's why it was above the baseline. If I go back to 0, then that I just wanted to show you that that's what was going on. Now what I'm going to show you is how to create some text and then make it so the image disappears except for what you can see through the text. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to use impact font here. So I'm going to type up here I am, and that'll find this impact font. So I'm going to enter that, and then I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to start typing here. I'm going to write Delicate Arch, D-E-L-I-C-A-T-A-R-C-H, Delicate Arch, and there we have it. It is kind of small. So what I'm going to do is click on the Move tool, and then I'm going to click on Control T, and then I can just make this as big as I want to make it. I'm going to stretch it out. Actually, I'm going to hit Enter, and then I'm going to edit this text. So I'm going to hit the T. I'm going to hit Enter, and that way I have it on 2 lines. Delicate Arch. I'm not 100% happy with that, so I'm once again going to go Control T. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit so these letters are kind of fatter. And then I want to, since delicate is getting kind of big the way I want it, I'm going to hit Enter. Wait, I stretch it too far so it's bigger than the image. I'm going to change size just a little bit again. I want Arch. I'm holding down the Shift and the up arrow. That moves it 10 pixels at a time. There we go. I want Arch to be to go all the way across here. So I'm going to hit Enter to accept those changes in the size. Notice how it made it 572 point whatever, and then had changed the leading and some of these other things with it. But I'm going to click on the Type tool, and I'm going to go into Arch, and I want it to stretch horizontally. So I'm just going to grab this, and I'm going to go that wide. I'm going to tell it I want everything to be centered. So now I'm going to move those both over. I've got Delicate Arch. Let me make sure. I'm going to go to the Paragraph tool and make sure everything's centered. Oh, I think I have an extra space there. That's why it's looking that way. So I'm going to go in there. Maybe there's extra space here. No. Delicate. There we are. There was a space there. Delicate Arch. Now it looks like it lines up pretty well. Okay, now as I promised, I am going to make it so that you can see the arch through this. In order to do that, I need to move the image layer up top, and then there's a really, really simple way to do this. I go to that menu that's there on the Layers panel, Layers pane, and I go Create Clipping Mask, and then we can see Delicate Arch through that. If I click on make sure the image layer is selected, I can actually click and drag around. But since I made the image, the words as big as it's probably best for me just to move left and right. But now I can see the arch kind of through the Delicate Arch. If I click on the text layer, if I go to Effects, I can choose to give it a stroke. Or if I want to get rid of the stroke, I can give it a bevel and emboss. Or I can give it a drop shadow down here. Drop shadows are kind of nice sometimes. Or I can give it an outer glow, and then I can make that outer glow grow. I can make it bigger or smaller, like give it a spread, change the color. Maybe I could make it kind of a blue color, and then I can give it make it big. So there's all sorts of things you can do with this. I'm not going to use that. I can even do these pattern overlays or inner glow. Notice that doesn't inner glow, inner shadow. So those are some of the things that you can do with it. And the good news about this is if you do it this way, the text is editable. Not edible, it's editable. You can edit it. Delicate rock. So it's really nice to be able to do that. There are other ways to create masks. This is kind of a clipping mask is what it's called, but there's other ways to create masks that where you can't edit the text afterwards. But I'm just going to show you this for now to get you started. That's it for now.